Hi, I'm Jason. Hope you're doing good. Most customer support teams are drowning in a sea of WhatsApp messages, emails, and Instagram DMs. Tickets get lost, customers get angry, and your team is burnt out. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to fix that, as we're doing a full setup guide for Respond.io, specifically for customer support teams. By the end of this video, you'll have an automated system that greets customers, routes them to the right person, and tracks your team's performance, all on autopilot. If you haven't signed up as yet, I've left a link in the pinned comment and description which will allow you to sign up and get started for completely free. Now, let's dive in. Once you're signed up, you'll be redirected to your dashboard, and the first thing you'll need to do is connect your channel. So you're going to tap on Connect Channel and you'll be redirected to a new page. From here, you'll be able to connect WhatsApp Business, TikTok Business, Facebook Messenger, and Instagram, all of the different platforms that you may use. You can also scroll down and you can connect your Gmail account, so you could connect your business email account. You can also set up your website chat, as you can see right here. And the reason why I recommend that you connect all of these different platforms is because with Respond.io, it has a feature by the name of Contact Merge. So if, for example, a customer were to email you in the morning and WhatsApp you in the afternoon, Respond.io realizes it's the same person and merges them into one single thread. So no more duplicate tickets. And also the reason why I recommend that persons connect all of these is because with this connection, you don't have to be opening multiple apps, as you'll be able to monitor all of the messages and conversations from one single inbox. So let's say, for example's sake, I were to scroll back up and I'm just going to be connecting my Facebook Messenger. I can tap right here and connect. Then we'll tap on Connect with Facebook. After you have done that, you'll tap on Continue. And just like that, it will be connected. And I've also connected my Instagram already, and it was quite straightforward, as you can see right there. You'll simply select the page, then you'll just tap on Complete. It's as easy as that. Also, if you would like to connect your WhatsApp Business, so we'll tap on Go Back to Channel. Once here, I'm just going to close this and I'm going to tap on Browse Catalog. You will tap on Connect WhatsApp Business. Then you can choose right here, Connect WhatsApp Business Platform API. You could choose to create a new WhatsApp Business Platform account if you don't have one. Or you can tap on Skip and Continue with Facebook. Then you'll tap on Connect with Facebook. After you have done that, it is going to open up a new page and you're just going to tap on Continue. From here, you can select your business profile and select your WhatsApp business account. After you have done that, you'll tap on Next, and just like that, you'll have connected your WhatsApp business. It's quite straightforward and easy to do. After you have connected all of the channels, the next thing you'll need to do is set up your squad. So this is where you'll be able to bring in the team. Don't just add everyone as a user. I recommend that you organize them into teams. So to organize your team, you're going to go over to the left-hand menu option. And from here, you're going to tap on Settings. After you have tapped on Settings, you're going to see the option right here, User Settings. You're going to tap right there. And we're just going to tap on Leave for now. After you have done that, you're going to see the option Add User. You're going to tap here. Then you can enter in their email address and you can choose the access level, whether it will be an agent or owner. You can see different options that you can add, and you can also add in different restrictions. So you can see right there, you'll be able to set it up the right way. So you'll be able to create, for example, Tier 1 support team for general questions and a technical support team for complex issues. So inside Respond.io, you can invite your team members via email, and then from there you can assign specific roles. So make sure your agents are set as users so they can't accidentally delete your automations, while you or your manager stay as owner or manager. So you can do that right there and monitor their access, which is perfect. After you have done that, all you need to do now, this is where the magic happens. This is the most important part of this video. If you get this right, you'll save 10 hours a week. We're going to build a support routing workflow. So the first thing you'll need to do is go over to the left-hand menu option, and from there you're going to select Workflows. After you have selected Workflows, from here you have a few options. You can tap right where you see Start with a Template. After you have tapped on Start with a Template, you can see different templates that you can choose from. So for example, if we were to select autoresponder, you can see different options. So with this, you'll be able to send an away message every time a contact starts a conversation and turn it on. You can see different options that you can choose from. You can set up welcome message right here. So let's say for example, we were to tap on the welcome message option right here. So I'm just going to tap on use this template and let's see how it looks. So for example, you can see the trigger. After that, you can see the welcome message and you can tap right there and you can see the welcome message. If it's a case that you would like to add something else, you can do that. You could tap on the plus right there. If this is a template that you would like to use, all you'll need to do is tap on use template. After you have tapped on use template, from here we'll now be able to edit it. So for example's sake, if it is a case that you would like to add one more field, you can do that by tapping on the plus right here. Let's say for example, you would like to ask a question, you can do that. And you could type in the question that you would like to ask, depending on what type of business you're running. Then from there, you'll be able to route them to different options. So for example, let's say for example's sake, you were to ask them a specific question to qualify them. You can tap on success right here, plus, and then from there, you can choose what you would like to happen next. Or if it is a case that you would like to consider it invalid and you would like to end the conversation right there, you can tap on close conversation and the conversation will automatically be closed right there. So you have different options that you can choose from. So let's say for example's sake, you were to add a message, you can add in the hello message right there, then set up the qualification menu and so on, and you'll be able to test it at the top. After you have done that, the next thing you'll need to do is mastering the inbox. So now that we have set up the technical part, how does your team actually work? So we're going to go over to the left-hand menu option and you're going to tap on snippets and you can tap on add snippet. This will help you to stop typing the same thing 50 times per day. So you can create a snippet which would basically be canned responses. For example, for your refund policy or shipping FAQs, you can just type it in right here. You can add in a file, you can add in that information right there. After you have done that, another thing that you can also explore is the closing notes. So you always want to close a chat when done, and this keeps your open folder as a clean to-do list. You can also add internal comments when it comes on to respond.io. And what I recommend that you do also, you could tap on AI Assist, and the AI Assist will be able to answer questions 24/7. So all you need to do is you can tap right here, manage knowledge sources, and you'll tap on add AI knowledge source and you can select add website, and what I would recommend you do is simply add in the name. Then from here you can add in your website URL. After you have done that, you're going to tap on done. Once you have done that, it will automatically gather all of the information from your website. Or if you like to upload a file with all of the information about your website, for example, let's say your return policy and all of the information, you can do that. What I would recommend that you simply put in your website URL and it will scrape your website and get all of the information just like what you would expect someone that is really interested in your work to support and know everything about the store that you're working for. So the AI will have all of that information and it will be able to automatically answer it. So this is perfect for you. Once you're finished setting that up, the next thing you want to do is check out the reports. So you can't improve what you don't measure. In the reports tab, look at two specific numbers. The first response time, how long does it take your team to say hello, and also the resolution time, how long does it take to actually solve the problem. You expect a response in under 5 minutes. Use these charts to see which team members are cruising it and who needs more training. Now, you have just moved from a messy phone app to a professional automated support machine. Remember, the key to great support in 2026 isn't just being fast, it's being organized. Respond.io gives you the tools to do both. Hope you found this tutorial helpful and informative. If you did, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and thank you for watching.